Hello everyone. Welcome to Anime Dreams. I'm thrilled to have you here. Today, we're exploring an exciting fanfic scenario. What if Naruto and Anko have a child? Disclaimer: the content on this channel is for entertainment and discussion purposes only. I do not own any of the anime footage used in my videos. All rights and credits go to their respective creators and copyright holders. Let's jump right in and see where this adventure takes us. Anko was having an especially bad day, worse than her usual bad days. The Fourth Shinobi War had just ended, with Naruto Namikaze managing to defeat Madara and even saving her from Kabuto. She wasn't angry at the blonde, quite the opposite, she admired him for proving the village wrong. That was the problem. Before her capture by Kabuto and Pain's assault on the village, both she and Naruto were the village pariahs. Everyone despised them, though Naruto bore the brunt of the hatred. Now, with his status as a hero across the elemental nations, everyone praised him. He was even slated to become Hokage in 2 years when Tsunade retired. With his newfound status, the village's hate was redirected solely at her. Before, she and Naruto had shared the disdain, but now it was just her. It seemed that no matter what, the snake bastard would always make her life miserable. Currently, she was heading to the Dengo shop, so depressed that she didn't notice she was about to run into someone. As she turned the corner, wham! She snapped out of her depressed state to find herself falling, but she never hit the ground. Hey, watch it, jerk! Anko. 5 minutes earlier with Naruto. Today was an average day for Naruto. As the future Hokage, he was spending a lot of time with Tsunade, who now gave him paperwork, claiming it was training for the responsibilities of a kage. This was, of course, an excuse for her to drink all day and avoid paperwork. Naruto found a solution: he made 10 shadow clones and set them to work, freeing up his day. He decided to take a stroll around the village he called home. Turning a corner, he ran into someone. Seeing the person falling, he quickly caught her. It was Anko, who looked depressed. Hey, watch it, jerk! Anko. Oh, Anko-san, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Naruto. Realizing she shouldn't get on the future Kage's bad side, Anko quickly apologized. Oh, Naruto-sama, I'm sorry. Please forgive my rudeness. A now embarrassed Anko, blushing like a tomato. Did she say she admired Naruto? Truth be told, she adored him and had developed a crush on him after he saved her. Naruto-sama? No, Anko-san, please just call me Naruto. I hate being formal. Naruto, giving her his famous grin. Are you okay? You look a little sad. You don't seem like your normal self. No, Naruto, I'm just fine. She tried to lie her way out, but he saw through it. Anko-san, please let me take you for some dango, and you can tell me what's wrong. You can't fool me, your eyes say you're not fine. Naruto. She contemplated for a moment, realizing this might be an opportunity to understand the blonde she admired better. Nodding, she agreed, and they headed to the dango stand. After ordering, he inquired once more about what was troubling her. She revealed that since he gained the village's acknowledgement, their hatred had turned towards her. They believed eliminating the snake horror was the final step to achieving true peace in Konoha. Anko-san, this isn't like you. I know the village can be ignorant, but you usually brush it off. Why is it affecting you now? I don't know. Maybe being captured by that Kabuto freak brought it out. For the first time in a long while. I was scared. It made me give up, Anko confessed. Have I ever thanked you for saving me that day? It's true, you are a beacon of hope to those you encounter. You gave me hope, even when I thought no one would come looking for me, she thought somberly. Anko-san, you're a comrade. It was the right thing to do. You don't need to thank me, Naruto reassured her. Despite his efforts, she remained distressed. He understood the agony of being alone, hated, and ostracized. It was a terrible feeling, and he was determined to help her find her way back to herself. Anko-san, what are you doing later this evening? Naruto asked. Nothing, why? Anko responded. Well, I was wondering if you would allow me to take you out tonight? Like on a date? He gave her a smile that showed he wasn't lying to her. I don't know, Naruto, I kind of. Oh, come on, Anko-san, it will be fun. I promise. Well? Okay, Naruto, if you insist. Pick me up at my place at 7:30? Anko. Of course, Anko-san. And wear something formal. Time skip 7:20. Naruto was walking to Anko's apartment. He was dressed in black slacks and a black dress shirt with an orange tie. His hair was combed, though it still held a lot of its spikiness. In his hands were a bouquet of pink tulips. Why tulips? Well, Ino had told him it meant he cared. So that's what he would give to Anko. Though he was quite nervous. He could take on an army of undead S-rank nin with all the confidence of the world. But as it would be, he had the confidence of a mouse running from the Nibi. None at all. He arrived to her apartment and nervously knocked on the door. Just a minute, was the reply. When the door finally opened, his jaw dropped. There stood Anko in a strapless purple dress that ended at her ankles. It tightly hugged her curves. It showed a bit of cleavage. She also had on a necklace of a snake that wrapped around a purple gemstone. You look gorgeous, Anko-san, he said with a smile. While she on the other hand was blushing like mad. Thank you, Naruto. You don't look bad yourself. On the inside, however, was praying this wasn't a pity date. Oh, these are for you. He handed her the bouquet he had up until now forgot about. Anko took notice of the fact they were pink tulips. She knew their meaning and smiled. But the color reminded her of a pink-haired medic and she began to worry. Doesn't he like that Sakura girl? She thought sadly. Maybe this is just a pity date. Well, Anko-san, are you ready to go? Naruto. Huh, oh yeah. Skip. The two were at a very expensive restraint. They were seated almost immediately. Naruto being the next Hokage was no secret, so he got a reserved table meant only for the Hokage. The host seemed thrilled that the future Hokage was here, but gave a look of hatred towards his date. Something Naruto didn't miss. Right now they were waiting for their food to arrive and were just talking to themselves. So Anko, where did you get that necklace? It looks great on you. Naruto. Oh, this was my mother's. It's the only thing I have left of her. It's my most prized possession. Anko. Naruto? Can I ask you a question? Well, of course. Why bring you on a date if I didn't want to get to know you? Naruto. It's just. Well? Don't you like Sakura? I mean, why take me out if you have feelings for her? Anko, now nervous that her suspicions might be confirmed. Well, that's an easy and yet complex answer. Naruto, how so? Anko, now curious. Well, after Pain's invasion and around the time of the Cage Summit. He then explained how she confessed to him in Iron Country. And how he could see she only did so to deceive him. Only to keep the traitor safe. How it hurt to be used and thrown to the side like trash. By the time he was done, they were walking around the village. At that moment, Anko realized just how much in common they really had. They both were slashes hated by the village. Both of them know the pain of being alone. And both know how it feels to be betrayed by someone you admire. But bringing up these memories only made her feel worse. So she did the one thing that she hadn't done in years. She cried. Naruto thought he did something wrong when he saw this. He felt terrible seeing her like this. So out of instinct he moved over to her and held her. He sat there and tried his best to get her to stop crying. She was shocked when he did this. Anko, please don't cry. Did I do something wrong? Did I upset you? Please stop crying. Naruto. No. Naru, you did. Do anything wrong. She said no, holding on to him for comfort as she sobbed in his chest. Then why are you crying? He said. She had calmed down slightly. It's just that ever since Orochimaru left me everyone hates me. Like I was the traitor. And then when you became a hero and everyone admired you. But then everyone had more time to make me more miserable. They shun me, blame me for things I didn't commit, and call me names like snake whore or snake bitch. I can't stand it. This sent her back and she began to sob once more. Naruto now fully understanding the reason for her being upset. So he let her cry. It was better to get it out than to keep it bottled up. He kept whispering soothing words to her. Anko had eventually stopped crying. Naruto, will you take me home? Anko. Of course. Naruto. So they walked back to her apartment in silence. However, Anko was walking closer to him than before. It seemed as though she didn't notice. They finally made it to her apartment. It was around 11 at night. Thank you, Naruto. For everything? She said with a smile, and then she gave him a kiss on the cheek. No problem. But would you want to maybe do this again sometime? Only happier, I guess? He said nervously. Are you asking me for another date? If you are, then yes. I would like that very much. But you know this means we are now dating. Right? Anko, she said, now getting her flirtatious nature back. Yeah, I guess it does. Well, good night, Anko-chan. He said with a smile. He then turned and left. Anko closed the door behind him and went to bed. The last thought going through her head was, I finally met a guy who doesn't want to use me. Maybe he could be the one. And with that she fell into a peaceful sleep. It had been 1 month since the first date and Anko couldn't be happier. Since then they had decided to keep it on the down low. They agreed after all it was no one's business but theirs. The only ones who knew were Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Ibiki. However, they only knew because of what their work entailed. However, they were planning on telling everyone soon. It would be the biggest shock since Jiraiya showed up during the Fourth War to help Naruto defeat Madara. Oh, how she remembered how Tsunade and Naruto were pissed. They beat the shit out of him and burned his notebook. Then burnt his backup copy that was a secret. Right now she was on her way to meet Naruto at the Forest of Death. It became a place they found quite peaceful. They often took walks hand in hand around the forest. Now normally this would be suicide. But because of the QB, Naruto had a feral aura around him. And all the animals and creatures knew Naruto was an alpha. So they stayed away. Because of this it was quiet. And the forest was actually nice to look at. Plus Naruto knew that she liked being here and away from the villagers. Hey there, Anko-chan. How are you today? A voice rang out. Anko had stopped walking during her thoughts and was standing under a tree. One that Naruto was now standing upside down above her. Damn it, Naru-kun, don't do that, you know I can't since when you do that. Anko. Aw, but I like doing that, Anko-chan. Naruto said, dropping down next to her. Shut it, Naru-kun. There was a mumble about stupid Hiroshin and blonde boyfriends. So Anko-chan, what do you want to do today? Naruto. Well, Naru-kun, it's been a month and I thought maybe we should tell everyone. I mean, with you becoming Hokage it's only a matter of time. Anko. Okay, if that's what my Anko-chan wants. He said with a smile. So how you want to do this? At that moment Anko's mind started thinking. Maybe if we get a really big banner that says Naru and Anko forever and hang it from Hokage Tower. Then get Naruto to summon Gamabunta, Gamaken, and Gamahiro, wave around flags with a Chibi-me and Naru-kun holding hands with hearts. No too much. How about we go on a date? And then take a walk around the village and anyone we know who asks we tell them. Anko. They then proceeded to the Dengo shop. Naruto knew better than to argue with her about Dengo. Last time he tried he ended up being chased around the Forest of Death with kunai being flung at him. If anyone were to see him that day beg her to stop would have wondered how he was going to become Hokage. Mini flashback. Please stop throwing sharp things at me, Anko-chan, I'm sorry. Naruto, who was now holding onto her leg, crying. I won't do it again. I'll even take you for Dengo right now. Just no more kunai. Anko thought it quite comical. How a future Hokage, sage of Mount Myaboku, hero of the Hidden Leaf, hero of the Fourth Great War, and Jinchuriki of the Kyubi no Kitsune was now latched onto her leg as if his life depended on it, crying and begging for forgiveness. "Okay, but I hope you brought your wallet. I'm feeling really hungry today," she said with an evil smirk. "Yes, Anko-chan." Mini flashback end. Now at the Dengo shop. Naruto was now feeding Anko upon her request. She thought that hey, who gives a shit how the villagers and other shinobi found out. They got some stares of shock and some disgust. And from the women Anko got cold glares of jealousy. What they didn't count on was a certain Yamanaka seeing them. Skip. The happy couple was now walking around the village aimlessly. Occasionally stopped by someone they knew. To which they explained that they were dating. They had now explained it to Kakashi, who reading his ichi, yet you could tell he was happy for the two. They ran into the green-clad taijutsu users who after hearing the story ran of screaming about youth. They ran into Neji and Tenten Shorty after apparently following Guy and Lee for training. They also saw Kurenai and little Asuma. While the two women talked, little Asuma kept leaning toward Naruto with his arms stretched out. Almost like he wanted out of his mother's grasp to get Naruto to hold him. "Okay, fine, you can go see Naruto if he wants to hold you." "Naruto?" Kurenai said after the constant shifting of the small boy. "Oh, it's fine with me if it's fine with you, Kurenai." Just as he got done talking, little Asuma was already in his arms and playing with his whisker marks. It was almost as if he had jumped from his mother's arms to him. Naruto wasn't paying attention due to the child who was now climbing on his shoulders and playing with his golden hair. However, both women were watching him. More so Anko, who was wondering how he got along with kids. It was comical to watch a 1-year-old cripple a cage-level shinobi by pulling on his hair. Finally Naruto set little Asuma down and flew through some hand seals, then slammed his hand on the ground. There was a poof of smoke that seemed to excite the infant. When it cleared, it revealed a small toad the size of a small dog. It had the normal blue vest and was purple in color. He was the son of Gamaken, Gamajiro. Little Asuma, upon seeing something his size to play with, grabbed the small toad into a death grip. Naruto? Who's the kid? And why did you summon me?" "Gamajiro. That is little Asuma, Kurenai's son. And well, I summoned you to play with him, of course." "Naruto." The small toad could only nod. He couldn't leave as to the child holding onto him. But he would make do. After a couple minutes of playing, Kurenai said her goodbyes and went to go get Asuma. "Well, Asuma-chan, we have to go say goodbye to Auntie Anko and Uncle Naruto." "Kurenai." The boy only smiled and waved at the two. "Uncle Naruto?" Naruto asked. "Well, yes, Naruto, you see I have no siblings and Anko is the closest thing I have to a sister. Hence Auntie Anko. And if you are going to marry her, that would make you Uncle Naruto." Kurenai said with a smile. "Married?" both Anko and Naruto yelled. "Yes, married. I can tell you two are going to eventually get married. Call it a women's intuition. Oh, and Naruto, thank you for playing with him. I love him more than anything, but he can be a handful." And with that the mother and son left. Anko namikaze, huh? I like the sound of that," Anko said with a smile. Then just as they turned to leave. "Naruto. Guess who?" They turned to see an angry duo of Sakura Haruno and Hinata Hyuga. Well, an angry Sakura and a very pitiful-looking Hinata. "Yes, Sakura?" Naruto asked politely. "Don't yes me. What the hell? You spend years trying to get me to go out with you, and when I finally confess to you, you throw me away. Almost like I'm nothing." "Sakura." "Well, Sakura, that could be because I lost respect for you. After your confession I quit trying for your affection. You only confessed for 2 reasons. One was to try to stop me from finishing Sasuke. The other was more of a backup in case I did kill him. If he wasn't around, you tried to use me as a second place for you." "That's not true." Sakura. "Don't lie to me, Sakura. It hurt me when you did that." I realized then that you would never see me more than the silver medal. Dash Naruto. And with that she stormed off, not even realizing Anko was there holding hands with him the whole time. Naruto-kun, it's okay, I understand why you didn't pick Sakura. But now we can be together. Hinata, who had brightened up after Sakura left. Huh? Naruto and Anko said. It's okay, Naruto-kun. I forgive you going out with Anko-san. But now we can be together like it was always meant to be. Hinata. Dash Naruto. Naruto-kun, it's fine, just tell Anko-san you're not interested in her and we can go. Hinata. Hey, back off, Naruto-kun is mine. Anko. Ha ha ha, oh that's rich. Why would he be yours? I mean, why would he want you when he can have me? A bolder, more confident Hinata. Hinata, I'm not dumping Anko-chan. And I'm not going to do it to be with someone else. Naruto. Naruto, you're only leading her on and giving her false hope. Seriously, get it over with and we can finally be happy together. Hinata said with a slightly agitated tone. Hinata, I'm serious. I'm not going to break up with Anko-chan. Anko was now very happy at this. Hinata seemed to get angry. Naruto, how could you? You walk around with this slut hanging off you like some common whore and say you want her. Over me? I almost died to save you. I even confessed to you. Tell me, did I almost give my life up for nothing? At this point the rest of the rookies, minus Sakura, showed up along with the senseis. Kurenai had forgotten something and was watching next to Kakashi and Guy along with Yamato. Jiraiya and Tsunade were heading to a bar and stopped to see the interaction. Shizune was leaving the hospital to go home. And Ibiki just happened to be there. First off, don't ever call Anko-chan a whore. Second, if I remember correctly, if you had listened to what I said that day you wouldn't have almost died. I had Katsuyu tell everyone to stay away from that battle specifically for that reason. So no one would die during that battle. And just so you know, it's really creepy when you use your Byakugan to stalk me. I really should have dealt with that ages ago. But being the nice guy I'm decided that eventually you'd stop. Naruto, now angry at her for calling Anko a whore/slut. Fuck you, Naruto. She said with tears in her eyes. I wish pain would have caught you that day. And then she ran off crying. He sat there for a couple minutes in silence. As did everyone else, wondering how he would react. Anko was now holding onto him with her head in his chest to try and keep him calm. Naruto, however, never really thought of Hinata as more than a friend and comrade, so he never really cared what she thought. Yet it didn't help the fact that was extremely hurtful. Naru-kun? Anko asked in a worried voice. Yes, Anko-chan? Are you okay? She asked. Yeah, I'm fine. And then as Anko shifted to now hold onto his arm, they turned to continue to where they were going. When he did, he saw all of his friends, senseis and his ba-chan looking at him, worried that he could snap at the extremely harsh words of the Hyuga heiress. Naruto, you gonna be okay? Asked Tsunade, who was in tears. It hurt her to think someone that he saw as a friend say things like that to him. It didn't help that imagining what could have happened that day actually happened. Yeah, and with that he walked past them, not saying another word. Skip. Naruto and Anko were now at his new apartment. They just sat there on the couch silent. Naruto was leaning back with Anko snuggled into his chest, while he played with her hair. Naruto, thank you. For what, Anko-chan? For sticking up for me. No one has ever done that. And for staying with me. I was scared. Scared? He asked, now curious. Scared that you would have left me for Sakura or Hinata. So thank you. Anko. You don't have to thank me. What kind of boyfriend would I be if I let people say whatever they wanted about you? Besides, why would I want one of them when I have you? He asked. She smiled at that. And they sat there in silence. Naruto still playing with her hair. They sat like that until they fell asleep. Kukaku, Anko-chan. You didn't think you could get rid of me that easily, now did you? Orochimaru. I'm going to kill you, you snake bastard. And she leapt toward the object of her misery in life. A short, one-sided battle later. Now Anko-chan, you didn't think you could beat me now, did you? Orochimaru gets onto a stance with Kusanagi to deal the fatal blow. She sits there. Not like she has a choice. Her mind races. Her Jinan days, the betrayal, her teen years, becoming a Tokubutsu Jonin, joining the Tandi. Then it hit her. Naruto. She cried at the thought of leaving him. She could only close her eyes and weep, awaiting the end. Goodbye, Naruto, she thought sadly. Then she waited for the inevitable pain that was to come. But it never came. She opened her eyes to reveal Naruto standing in front of her. Orochimaru's blade sticking in his back, coming out of his chest. It hit his heart. Anko. And then he fell, dead before he hit the ground. Ha 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 ha, see Anko-chan, no one can truly defeat me. He then moves forward so he can whisper in her ear. Thanks to this mark, you cannot escape me. Even in death. Anko jumped up covered in sweat and shaking like a leaf. It was just a nightmare. Anko-chan, are you okay? Came a voice. She looked to the person. She was laying on top of Naruto from last night. They were still on the couch from when they got back from their date. Oh Naruto, I was so scared. She said as she put him into a vice grip. She began to tell him of her terrible nightmare and how it related to her two worst fears. Forever bound to the curse mark. And losing Naruto to the snake bastard. He sat there and listened to her, rubbing her back to calm her down. Which she did. He leaned down and kissed the top of her head. Don't worry, Anko-chan. I am going to be Hokage. The greatest there ever was. And I already told you. I won't leave you. Ever. Promise of a lifetime. He said with that foxy grin she loved. You're right, you won't ever leave me. 'Cause if you do, I'll cut off your penis and feed it to you. Then I'll cut the bitch you're with up and feed her to my snakes. Then I'll give you to Ibiki Niazan. Naruto gulped at that. Ibiki didn't fuck around. Why would I do that when I have you, Anko-chan? He said fearfully. Good answer, and I know you wouldn't leave me. And with that they drifted back to sleep. Skip. Anko and Naruto were walking around the village enjoying the day when Kaken the couple turned to see Kurenai coming towards them. Hey, there you are, I've been looking for you. I'm okay, what for? She asked, confused. Remember I told you I got a babysitter yesterday, so we could go have some girl time? Kurenai said. Oh yeah, I forgot about it after the Hinata incident. Sorry. Anko. It's okay. But how are you, Naruto? I heard what she said. That was really hurtful. She had no right to say something so awful. And to someone with such a kind heart like you too. Oh, I'm fine. It got to me, I won't lie. I don't really care what people say about me. I guess it was just the shock of who said it. Both women nodded. Well, Nai-chan, let's go. I'll see you later, Naru-kun. And with that they left. Wonder what Kakashi-sensei's up to? And he then left to find his perverted sensei. He never found him though. He had been stopped by the most unlikely person. And possibly the scariest son of a bitch around. Ibiki Morino. Ah, just the guy I wanted to see. He said as he slung his arm around Naruto's shoulder. Hey there, Ibiki-san, how's it going? He said, now on edge. Oh, it's great. But call me Ibiki. But that's not what I came here for. So you're dating my little Nei-chan, huh? Well, I just came to say I'm happy for you. He said with a smile. Naruto now relaxed somewhat. But if you break her heart, you will wish you never met me. You got that? He said now in a very intimidating way. But you do make her happy? Which is good for you. You know she actually smiles now around the Tandi. Not her I'm a scary sadistic woman smile. But a smile. Ibiki, I would never hurt her. And she already threatened my manhood if I did. Then she'd make you deal with what's left. Ibiki chuckled at that. That sounds like Nei-chan all right. So how are you after the little heiress blow up? I mean, I'm a scary guy. And will do some fucked up shit. But to actually wish you failed during the pain invasion and get captured. That's heartless. Thanks Ibiki, I'm fine. I don't care what she says about me. But don't talk about Anko-chan. Oh Ibiki, I wanna ask you about. With Anko and Kurenai. Currently the two were at the Dengo shop. Just talking about how they were going to go shop since Naruto gave her access to the Namikaze bank accounts. And they knew he wouldn't care. He told Anko she could use it whenever for whatever. So why not? Anko, I'm gonna go use the bathroom before we go. Be right back. Kurenai. Anko-san. Said woman turned to see Sakura Haruno. Oh fuck me. What did I do to deserve this? She thought. Oh Sakura-san, did you need something? Anko asked, being polite. On the inside she wanted to play with the girl. Shut it, skank. How dare you take Naruto-kun? What he sees in you I'll never know. You should be dating someone your own age. She said in an angered tone. First off, don't call me a skank, you bitch. Second, it's what he saw in you I'll never understand. And I can date whomever I want. Same for Naruto. She said, now pissed. Please. As if. Maybe after all the rejection I gave him he just wanted some easy whore. You know, just to boost his confidence. When he's done he'll just leave you. He has always wanted me. Why would he want a easily angered, loud-mouthed banshee that can't stop putting him down and putting him through a wall all the time? And all he did was ask to spend time with you. You treated him like shit. You never saw him for him. You only used him for your own gain. And if that meant you got the traitorous Uchiha back, well shit, you would have thrown Naruto to the dogs the moment he was back. Only after the Uchiha died did you take an interest in him. It's just like he said he would only be second place. Get out of my face, bitch. Anko. Sakura only seemed to get angered and attempted to knock her through the restaurant. That was a bad idea. Anko had way more experience in combat than her. So she ended up face first in the dirt outside the shop. Sakura got up and left in an angered state, most likely to break something. Anko turned around to take her seat only to see Kurenai staring at her. Well Kaken, I just can't leave you for a second. She said. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine as long as the bitch gets the picture. Let's go shopping. Naruto's loaded with cash and he told me I could use as much as I want, when I want. She said, now really wanting to find something to wear for Naruto. How you got lucky. He's rich and handsome. Makes me wish Asuma was still around. It's kind of lonely, just me and little Asuma-chan. Kurenai said, slightly sad at the thought of her late husband. Nai-chan, you know I moved into the Namikaze estates with Naru-kun. It's only the two of us in that big compound. If you want you could probably move in with us. She said with a smile towards her adoptive sister. No, I couldn't, Impo. Nai-chan, it's no problem, I'm sure. You're like my sister. And besides, little Asuma-chan adores Naru-kun. He'd love to be around his Auntie Anko and Uncle Naruto. I'll ask him and then you can move in, okay? She said with a smile that said I won't take no for an answer. Fine, only if Naruto says it's okay though. Great. Anko. With Naruto and Ibiki. I'm sure she'll love it. Ibiki said. Okay, good, well I'll see you around, Ibiki. And with that he went in search for his sensei. Again. He found him leaving the bookstore. He had just picked up Jiraiya's new book. Oh, he was lucky Anko wasn't here. Kakashi-sensei, what's up? Naruto asked in his normal energetic tone. Oh well, if it isn't the future Hokage himself. How are you, Naruto? It's been a while. How's things between you and Anko? Great. Everything is going great. But I came to ask you for a spar. Not many people can keep up with me nowadays. Naruto said, rubbing the back of his head with a grin. Ha! I just got this book, But I guess I could make time for my student. Kakashi said, slightly disappointed he couldn't read. How about we walk and you can read till we get to the training grounds? Sound good? Naruto. Lead the way. Kakashi. Oh, and sensei, I want your opinion on. Naruto. With Kurenai and Anko. Yes, just charge it to the Namikaze account please. Anko said with a smile. So that's your game, slut? Came a familiar voice. Kurenai knew who it was. Anko just thought again, sighed, troublesome. With Shikamaru. Achoo, Shikamaru. Shika, be careful or you'll get sick. Yoshino. Yes mom, Shikamaru. Back with Anko and Kurenai. Both females turned to see an angry Hyuga heiress. So you're using him for his money and family name. You dirty slut. Naruto-kun deserves so much better than some harpy. She said with a sneer. Hinata, stop it. Kurenai. No sensei, I won't let her use him. Hinata. Use him? That's bullshit. I don't use him and I never have. Anko. You are right now. All those bags you're hauling around. All of which you charge to his bank account. You're only using him for personal gain and I find it sick. Hinata. You want to talk about sick? How about what you said to him yesterday? Huh? That was fucked up. I would never wish something like that on a person like Naruto. Or how about we talk about how you stalked him constantly? Using those eyes to follow him around. Then you dare say that he is yours. You may have confessed to him truthfully, I'll give you that, over the pink banshee. But don't you dare say that he's yours. He can see whoever he wants. And it clearly isn't you. So back off, you fucking stalker. It's really creepy, you know. And with that she left, not wanting to speak with the Hyuga. Sensei, you see it right. She only uses him. It's no. Hinata, enough. You had your chance. I'm sorry it didn't work out how you wanted. But Anko had just as much a chance as everyone else. Naruto chose who he wanted. I'm sorry, but you lost. You are still young, you have a chance at low. I can't believe you would choose her over me, sensei. How could you? And then she left. Kurenai then left to find Anko. Hey, you feeling okay? You look like you wanted to kill her. Kurenai. I'm fine. I just hate how they act like they own him. Sakura used him. She treated him like dirt. Hinata couldn't even hold a conversation until after the war. Even then she still had problems with it. She still follows him. We always have to wonder if she's around. It's so frustrating. I wish they could see they lost. It's game over for them. Then the earth started to shake. And there was a loud explosion in the distance. Well, I guess I found Naru-kun. Let's go, Nai-chan. 2 minutes earlier with Naruto and Kakashi. Geez Naruto, I'm about to die and you haven't broken a sweat. Kakashi. Yeah, well, let's wrap this up. Shall we? Naruto. Naruto began charging up a wind Rasengan. Kakashi, however, charged up a Chidori. They charged and the two deadly techniques met in a clash for dominance. Imagine when Sasuke and Naruto met in vote. The explosion was enormous. The two flew in opposite directions and skidded to a stop. Naruto got up and made his way to Kakashi, whom still hadn't gotten up. Well, sensei, you need help? You look a little rough. Naruto said. Well, yeah, that would be nice. And with that they made their way towards the village. On the way they ran into Anko and Kurenai. Naru-kun, how could you? You went and had fun beating on Cyclops without me. Anko said in mock sadness. Anko-chan, well, you should have said something. You could have helped. Naruto. Kakashi was scared. What if Anko had been there? He shuddered. Well, it was nice seeing you three, but I feel safer being lost on the road of life. Poof, and he was gone. Oh, Naru-kun, I was wondering? Kurenai-chan lives in her apartment all alone with Asuma-chan. So I was wondering. She trailed off. Why, of course you can live with us. My estate has plenty of room. It would be great to have you two there. Naruto. Skip. Kurenai and little Asuma moved into the house next to the main house in the compound. It didn't take long with Naruto's army of clones. It was an easy move for Kurenai. Asuma-chan was just happy to be around Uncle Naruto. Right now Anko and Naruto were cuddled in their bed talking about the day events. Naruto was pissed that Sakura and Hinata had harassed Anko. Anko laughed when she found out about Ibiki protecting his little Nei-chan. Naruto however left out a specific detail about what he did today. They then fell asleep. Naruto had just woken up. Anko was still asleep. Now it was time. He had to prepare. It was gonna be a big day. He worked his way out of Anko's grip without waking her. When he did, he went to their living room and made some clones. One went to make Anko breakfast. Another went and left to the forest of death. The real Naruto left to talk to Kurenai. With Kurenai, today was a good day. She would spend the day with Anko today. Naruto sent a clone after they left yesterday to speak with her. After she heard the news, she was ecstatic. She needed to keep Anko busy for Naruto. And in return he had to watch little Asuma. Knock knock. Well, Asuma-chan, Uncle Naruto is here to play with you today. She smiled at seeing the reaction she got from Asuma. He was really excited he got to play with his uncle. She went to answer the door. Well, hello Naruto-kun, you ready for today? She asked. Yup, I'm all set. I have clones setting up for later. Just keep her away from the forest. She can't be there all day. Well, Asuma, you ready? The toddler only giggled. Now Naruto, you take care of my son, okay? Or I'll have to kill you. Oh, and no training at all? He can't start until he's 5. Then you can teach him some things after I give you the okay. Kurenai said, now in mother mode. Oh Kurenai, do you really not trust me to look after a kid for a couple hours? Naruto. You're right. But if so much as a hair on his head is hurt, you will never see the day you make Hokage. Good luck, Kurenai. Skip with Anko. Anko woke up due to the smell of food now filling her senses. She loved when Naruto cooked. She got up to find the table full of food. But no Naruto. She did find a note. Dear Anko-chan? I am currently not here. I have some things to do today. But don't worry, I'm only watching Asuma for Kurenai. She wanted to have a girl's day or something. But hey, I'm gonna take you out for dinner today, okay? So maybe you could go get a dress or something. Love, Naruto. Well then I guess I will have to get a new dress. Oh well. Are those waffles? When she got done she heard a knock on the door. Just a minute. Oh Kurenai-chan, good, I was just about to come find you. Oh well then, shall we go? Kurenai. We shall, Anko. With Naruto and Asuma. Little Asuma was now riding on Naruto's shoulders playing with his golden locks. Naruto was trying to figure out what to do with the 2-year-old. Well, Naruto didn't know you and Anko already had a kid. You never told me. Came someone behind him. Oh, you mean this little guy, Kakashi-sensei? This is Kurenai's kid. Asuma, Naruto. Of course it is. It's just fun to tease. He replied with an eye smile. What are you up to? I have no idea. I was told I wasn't allowed to train, so I have no idea what to do. As luck might have it, Asuma's stomach growled at that moment. Well, I'm not an expert, but maybe he's hungry. Kakashi said. Okay, we'll go eat. You wanna join us, sensei? Naruto. Why not? Kakashi. Oh, and sensei. Seeing he got his attention, continued. You might wanna put the book away. Kurenai would be pissed if she found out you were reading Icha Icha in front of him. Fine, I guess you're right. Skip. Well, little guy, I may not get to train you, but as your uncle it is my duty to teach you about the paradise of ramen? And with that Asuma's face lit up. He seemed happier than when they left the compound. "Hey Naruto, good to see you," came a new voice. "Yeah, Ayame-chan, it has been a while. Let me introduce you to this little guy. Asuma, Kurenai's kid." "Oh well, aren't you just the cutest? Dad, come out here, Naruto's here." "Oh Naruto, good to see you, boy. What will you be having?" Tucci. "Hey old man, nice to see you. I'll have 5 misos with pork, 5 beef, and little Asuma will have 1 miso." "Kakashi?" "I'll have 2 beef." "Kakashi." "Coming right up." "Tucci." When the order came out, Asuma's eyes grew to the size of dinner plates. When given a fork, he tried it. As soon as he did, he dived in, finishing his bowl by the time Naruto had finished 4 bowls. "Hey, you like it, huh? Well, you want more?" Naruto. Getting a nod on response. "Ayame-chan, I think the little guy wants more." "Okay, well, the little cutie can have as much as he wants." Coming up. 2 bowls later. "Okay, I think he's done." Naruto. "If I didn't know any better, I would say he was your kid, Naruto." Kakashi. "He eats like a mini Naruto." Ayame. "Oh Naruto, you keep bringing me customers with large appetites. You keep bringing me more business, my boy." Tucci. "Okay, well, we're gonna go buy." Leaving some cash, he put Asuma back on his shoulders and left with Kakashi in tow. With Anko and Kurenai. Well, today was another successful day. We got to go shop, go to the spa, and I didn't have to worry about Asuma all day. Kurenai. That's because Naruto is watching him. He won't do anything to hurt him. Anko. Yeah, you're right. Now noticing the time. Well, we should head back. Naruto did say he wanted to see you for something. Kurenai. Skip. Asuma-chan, did you have fun with Uncle Naruto? Kurenai. Mama, Asuma. How did you just say something, Asuma-chan? Kurenai. Anko and Naruto just watch. Mama, Asuma. He said mama. He said mama. Kurenai. She then leapt at Naruto. I don't know what you did, but thank you, Naruto-kun. Kurenai. I didn't do anything. I just took him for ramen and to the park. Naruto. Rami and ramen, came Asuma again. His second word. Kurenai now excited more than ever. Ramen? Asuma. How you did like that? Well, you did have 4 bowls. Naruto. 4? Anko. You go figure, he loved it. Naruto. Ramen, Asuma. Asuma-chan, can you say auntie? Anko asked, trying to get him to say it before he said uncle. Ramen, Asuma. No, Asuma-chan, auntie. She said. You he started. It sounded like oh. There you go, auntie. She repeated. CL uncle, uncle. Asuma. How you love your uncle Naruto, ha? No, little Asuma. You were supposed to say auntie. Anko said, disappointed. Kurenai only giggled in amusement, then said. We can work on saying auntie, Anko, but for now I believe Naruto has something for you. Oh yeah, hurry Anko-chan. He grabbed her hand and they disappeared in a yellow flash. Well, you had a big day, huh? Kurenai said, looking to Asuma. Ramen, Asuma. With Naruto and Anko. They appeared in front of the tower in the center of the Forest of Death. Okay, Naru-kun, what is so important you drug me out here for? Anko. Well, Anko-chan, I know this is sensitive, but well, I can remove your curse seal. Forever. He said, knowing she might get angry for bringing it up. Naru-kun, if this is a joke, it's not funny. Anko said, now scared that he might be teasing her. Or pissed he was lying. No, Anko-chan, it's not a joke. I can get rid of it. Really, I can. Trying to reassure her of his ability. How? She asked. Well, it'll be painful, really painful. But really I just have to bite you. Use Kyuubi's Yuki, let it purify your seal, and then it'll break. Then I extract the Yuki and done. Gone. For good. Anko thought about this. She wanted it gone but was just hoping he could rid her of her curse. Okay Naru-kun. Let's do it. He led her inside the tower where some seals had been placed all around the room. Mostly chakra suppressors. To keep people from arriving here upon the Yuki spike. Okay, you ready? He asked. He got a nod. He pulled her to him and put his left hand in her hair to support her head. He gave her a quick kiss and tilted her head. Focusing his Yuki, he elongated his canines and bit down right on her seal. Anko gasped out in pain. It was like her insides were on fire. She could feel the Yuki tear through her network. Her legs gave out but Naruto just held her to him. After what seemed like eternity the pain began to leave. And when it was Naruto helped her gain her balance. Did it work? She asked, nervous that she went through that for nothing. Naruto only held up a mirror. Look for yourself, Anko-chan. He said with a large grin on his face. She looked then through the mirror aside and held Naruto. She had tears of joy. Thank you Naru-kun, thank you. Of course Anko-chan, I knew you'd love it. Naruto said as he held onto her. But we gotta go, we have a date tonight. He grabbed her hand and again left in a yellow flash. They appeared in the compound courtyard. Kurenai was waiting for them. Kaken, let's go, we have your dress at my house. She then took Anko away. Skip. Naruto was once again wearing a black shirt and slacks. With a purple tie. He had a bouquet of red roses. And once again he was nervous. But he threw that aside to go to Kurenai's house. Knock knock. Kurenai answered the door. Come in Naruto-kun, Anko will be down in a minute. And he waited. When he heard footsteps he turned to meet his date. He had to pick his jaw off the floor. Again. She was wearing a new purple dress much like the one she wore for their first date. And again had her mother's snake pendant necklace. She looked gorgeous. Anko-chan, you look stunning. He said. And you look handsome Naru-kun. She replied. He held out his arm and she took it. Well Kurenai-chan, we'll see you later. Naruto. Have fun. She said with a smile. Skip. They were at the most expensive restaurant in the whole village. Naruto requested a private table with a view. Being a future Hokage he got it. They had dinner and enjoyed the view of the balcony they were on. The sun would set in about 20 minutes. Well Naru-kun, this was a very enjoyable date. You spoil me, you know. Anko. Of course I do. But I love it when you're happy. He said with a smile. Well, with this damn curse mark gone I'm very happy. Anko. I know. Naruto said as he placed the money for their dinner and a very generous tip on the table. Well, I have one more thing planned. Naruto, he said holding out his hand. Oh, and what would that be? She said with interest. She took his hand and they left. They arrived on top of the fourth head on the Hokage monument via Hiroshin. Watching the sunset. He answered. Anko turned and watched the sunset. Naruto wrapped his arms around her from behind and set his head on top of hers. The whole time Naruto was nervous. More than he had ever been. This moment could make or break him. He let go as the sun set. Anko kept watching. Anko? Said Naruto from behind her. Yes, she said as she turned. She gasped. Naruto was on one knee with a ring presented to her. It was a gold custom-made ring. It was a snake with a large purple gem in its mouth. It was beautiful to her. Anko Mitarashi, will you marry me? He said with all the confidence he could muster. Yes, yes of course Naru-kun. She said with joyful tears in her eyes. Naruto slipped the ring on her finger and stood up. He gave her a big, long passionate kiss. Thank Kemi, he said with relief. Well, now you got me and I won't let go. She said. I won't either. They left in a flash. They didn't sleep much that night. So, dear YouTube family, that's all for now. Please subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you. Anime Dreams.